Dr. Watson are in the camping-tree. It is always good to gather from the city and spend a little time in the great outdoors. On the night before they go back to the city, they sit on the tent by the lakeside. In the middle of the night, Holmes nudges Watson away and says, "Watson, look up at the sky and tell me what you see." Dr. Watson tried to ignore Sherlock Holmes, but he knows his friend will never stop until he gets the answer he wants. After Dr. Watson struggled to open his sleeping eyes, he answered, "I see millions of stars, my dear Holmes." "And what do you infer from these stars?" said Sherlock Holmes. "Well, I never things," Dr. Watson said, lighting his pipe. "Astronomically, I observe there are millions of galaxies and billions of stars and planets. Astrologically, I observe the Saturns in Leo. Horologically, I deduce the time is approximately 3:15. Meteorologically, I expect the water will be flying here. Theologically, I see the God is all-powerful and man his creation small and insignificant." "What about you, Holmes? What do you infer from this star?" "Dear Watson," said Sherlock, "obviously, someone has stolen our tent." Thank you.
Once there was a jungle which had many lions. One day, two trees who were friends were talking. The first tree said, "These lions are dangerous. We have to save our jungle from them. They must be driven out of this jungle." "Yes," said the other tree. An old tree who was listening said, "They might be dangerous, but these trees are keeping us safe from woodcutters." But the two friends decided to scare the lions away. "We will scare the lions away. They will be so scared that they will leave this jungle." "Don't do that," shouted the wise tree. But the two friends didn't listen. They began moving the wind and making eerie noises. All the other lions in the forest were scared. All the other lions fled the jungle. "Now we can enjoy some fresh air," they said. One day, a woodcutter came to the forest. Now there is no fear of the dangerous lions. Soon there came other woodcutters. A little later, of the two trees' friends were brought down by the woodcutter's axe. Day by day, more and more trees were destroyed by many woodcutters.
"Dad, are bugs good to eat?" asked the boy. "Let's not talk about such things at the dinner table, son," the father replied, and they enjoyed the dinner. After dinner, the father asked, "Now, son, what did you want to ask me?" "Oh, nothing," the boy said. "There was a bug in your soup, but now it's gone."
There once was a man who was extremely miser. He used to work a lot so that he could save more and more money. But he hardly spent a penny. He had collected all his money during his lifespan, and he would often tell his wife to put all his money with him when he died. He wanted to take all his spent money with him to heaven. Every day he would say to his wife, "Promise me that you'll put all my money in my grave with me." Every day his wife agreed to him. After some years the man died. After the funeral, when his body was put in a coffin and it was about to close, the wife stopped there. She went to her husband's coffin and put a box beside him. Then the coffin was closed. The woman's friend asked her, "Tell me, did you really put all money in that box like he asked?" The wife replied, "Yes, I did." Her friend said, "Are you mad? You have put all money in it." "I have deposited all the money in the bank and made a check for it and put it in that box," she replied, and walked away happily. Thank you.
One day, a wolf was very hungry.
Then he found a dead bird. Aha! What a luck! Now I can eat all I want. Suddenly, a piece of bone got stuck in his throat. He tried to cough it out, but it didn't work. Oh, the bone in my throat hurts. What can I do now? Suddenly, he remembered that a crane lived near by the river. The wolf went to the crane and said, "My dear crane, if you pull it out of my throat with your long beak, I'll give you a present." The crane asked the wolf to look up with his mouth open. Then the crane put its head into the wolf's mouth and pulled out the bone. "Oh, what a relief!" the wolf said. "Now, where's my present?" asked the crane. "What present?" the wolf said. "You said that you would give me a present if I removed the bone from your throat," said the crane. "Isn't it a present that you put your head into my mouth and got out alive? Thank you."
About 6 years ago, I went to a store to buy a pair of jeans. "I want a pair of jeans," I said. "Do you want them slim fit, easy fit, relaxed fit, baggy, or extra baggy?" she replied. "Do you want them stone-washed, acid-washed, or distressed? Do you want them button-fly or zipper-fly? Do you want them faded or regular?" I was stunned. A moment or two later, I spurted out something like, "I just want regular jeans. You know, the kind that used to be the only kind." It turned out she didn't know. But after consulting one of her older colleagues, she was able to figure out what regular jeans used to be. And she pointed me in the right direction. The jeans I chose turned out just fine. But it occurred to me that buying a pair of pants should not be a day-long project. By creating all these options, the store undoubtedly had done a favor for customers with varied tastes and body types. However, by vastly expanding the range of choices, they had also created a new problem that needed to be solved. Before these options were available, purchasing jeans was a 5-minute affair. Now it was a complex decision in which I was forced to invest time and energy with anxiety and dread. As the number of choices grows further, the negatives until we become overloaded. At this point, choice no longer liberates, but debilitates. Thank you.
There once was a crow who was very thirsty. He saw a bit of water at the bottom of a tall clay pitcher, but his beak was too wide and the pitcher was too thin to poke his dirty tongue down in. "What shall I do?" thought the crow. "I think, I must get myself a drink." "Aha!" exclaimed Crow. "That's an idea came to him." He took a pebble in his beak and dropped it into a pitcher. Plop, plop, he dropped more in. On and on he went. One by one the pebbles fell, slowly making the water get higher until I could drink the water with his beak. "Ah," he said as he took a drink. "No problem, it's too big when I think and think."
One day, a man was walking by the road when he heard a cat meowing for the bushes nearby. The cat was stuck in the house getting out. When the man reached out, the cat got scared and scratched the man. The man screamed in pain but didn't back down. He tried again and again. Even the cat continued to scratch his head. Another passerby saw this and said, Just let it be. The cat will find a way to come out later. The man didn't pay heed, but tried till he held the cat. When he let the cat free, he told the other man, the cat is an animal, and instincts make it scratch and attack. I am human, and my instincts make it compassionate and kind.
Thank you.
A lost dog wanders into a jungle and a lion sees it from a distance. The lion says with caution, "This guy looks edible. I've never seen his kind before." So the lion starts rushing towards the dog with menace. The dog notices the lion and starts to panic. But as he's about to run away, he sees some bones next to him and gets an idea. He says loudly, there was some delicious lion meat." The lion stops abruptly and says, "Whoa, this dog seems tougher than he looks. I better leave while I can." Over by a treetop, a monkey witnessed everything. That he can benefit this situation by telling the lion and getting something in return. So the monkey proceeds to tell the lion what will happen. The lion, filled with anger, says to the monkey, "Get on my back. We'll get him together." So let's start rushing back to the dog. The dog sees them and realizes what happened and starts to panic even more. But then he gets another idea and shouts, "Where on earth is that monkey? I told him to bring me another lion an hour ago." Thank you.
Henry was a salesman. He was a good salesman and a lot of vacuum cleaners. One week, the man dressed Henry into the countryside to sell. He drove up the town and stopped at the front house. He knocked at the door and the farmer's wife opened it. Henry started into his speech immediately. "Ma'am, how much time do you spend sweeping the floors?" "A lot of time. There is a farm, and things get dirty quickly," said the woman. "And how much time do you spend beating the carpets?" asked Henry. "A lot of time. This house is dusty, and my dog also lays on them." "Well," said Henry, "this is your lucky day." Henry showed her his vacuum cleaners and said, "You can clean the house with 5 minutes with this." The farmer's wife didn't look interested. Henry took a big bag of dirt. He opened it and threw it all over the floors. The farmer's wife was very surprised. Before she could speak, Henry said, "Ma'am, if this machine didn't pick up every last piece of dirt, I will eat all of it." The farmer's wife looked at Henry and said, "Well, I will give you a spoon.